As House of His Creation for over 40 years, we've been walking alongside women during their pregnancies. And the last several years, we really felt like we wanted to walk alongside in a broader way. And so we started some programs to walk alongside young mothers who weren't coming through our housing program, those that might be in other housing programs nearby. We've also wanted to expand into those in our community, building bridges between fathers and daughters, mothers and sons. And last of all, we've really expanded into the area of walking alongside other people who are walking alongside broken people. In other words, other people who are in housing settings like House of His Creation, teaching, training, equipping, and our new location where Family of Restoration Ministries is enables us to do all of that. We have our housing piece, we have our outreach to single parents, we have the community events, and we do teaching and training and come alongside others in housing ministries.
Caring for young families is for any parent looking to make a positive change, any parent who would like to come together and connect with other parents, and for any parent who's just looking for an opportunity to gain some knowledge about how to become a more capable and competent parent. So the parenting journey is a unique curriculum that we utilize, and it's different in that we are not dealing with developmental stages or behavior modification. Although that is a critical element in raising children, sometimes it's best for parents to actually take a step back and look at their own situations and reflect on how they were raised as children. Once they are able to do that, they're able to identify some of the negative and unhealthy practices that they learned as a child or even experienced as a child. Once they're able to do that, they can make positive changes in their life and really just start anew and start to build that strong family foundation.
One of the neat projects that we came up with at Family of Restoration Ministry was focusing on dads and daughters. So we have a daddy-daughter date night. Fathers, your role is so important in the development of a young woman. Now imagine if you took the time to be involved. Do something with her. You're the first person that she falls in love with. You're the guy that she bases everything on. So why not elevate that bar? Why not raise who your future son-in-law is going to be by speaking into your daughter? The daddy-daughter date night, the only thing you have to do is dress up because she wants to know that she's important. And then you write a letter explaining why your life is better because she's part of it. You do that and come to us. We'll give you a rose, and you will give the rose to your daughter with the letter. That moment alone will cause a huge impact in her life. It'll give you a cornerstone for conversation forever. Then it'll be up to you to continue to have dates with your daughter. But show her how important she is and watch how you transform her life.
I chose FoRM because of the kind of help that I knew I'd be getting. Not only do I get a place to stay, but I get a lot of help and guidance from the staff members and family. And what I really love is that they try to make this a fun and stress-free environment for the women, and it is.
I know exactly what a lot of the parents are going through. I know the struggle that they go through on a daily basis, whether it's trying to further their education, whether it's working, finding daycare. I have been through those very same situations. So in that capacity, I'm very relatable to the young women and men. And so as the case manager, I am basically helping the women come to a fully informed decision about the pregnancy. So that means looking at what a parenting plan could look like, as well as educating them on what an adoption plan could look like. To be able to shed light on adoption, I mean, me growing up in New York, adoption is not something that you considered. And to be able to educate the women on what that can look like today, to let them know that they actually have a decision to make, that they have rights, and that it's not just giving away their child, because it absolutely is not giving up a child. It's a loving act.
Adoption is one of those things that's kind of swept under the rug. It's not talked about like it used to be. The birth mom breakfast was important to me because I got to meet other women who had given up their children for adoption. Giving your child up for adoption it was probably the hardest decision of my entire life, and there's not many people who have walked that path. So to me it was important because I got to talk to other women who had done the same thing and been in those shoes.
So it's expanded out from that woman who's come to us during her crisis pregnancy, to her as a young mom, those who have not chosen adoption, those who have chosen adoption, all the family members that surround them, the surrounding communities. As it just reaches out, that vision has just expanded. So coming alongside is my heart, and it traces back to my experience as a house mom, walking with these young women and then recognizing the need and the amount of encouragement it takes to keep going on that journey.